What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. This video we're going to be taking a look at probably one of the better solutions out there for coffee. Throw it in your RV, throw it in your travel bag, however you want to use this bad boy. It is one of the, I think one of the most compact, small solutions that is out there for making good cups of coffee. So if you're a coffee snob, then this is one of those things where you're going to want to have it. Or unless you want to rely on, like, you're staying at a hotel and you just use whatever coffee they got, or maybe you got like a little coffee maker in your room, maybe it's a Keurig, maybe that's not good enough, then this is going to allow you to make a, like a single cup immersive brewed coffee. Kind of in a French press style. So let's just get it and get right into it here. So this is the PalmPress. And as you can see here, it's not very big. It's all nice and compact into this little form factor here that fits in the palm of my hand, thus the PalmPress piece of it. This is high quality material. There is nothing cheap about this. This is stainless steel. It has a very nice stainless steel filter, as you can see right here. And then this folds out. This is a nice hard plastic. And this folds out into a full-sized French press, I guess, if you want to call it that. So let's go ahead and just take it apart. And this does clean up fairly easy. Now you can see how things are compacted in here. So we've got this nice rubber area where this is going to where you brew your coffee. Here is your actual filter up here, and this comes off. This got a little gasket that you just pull off, so you can clean this real super easy. Stainless steel interior up here, so it's going to do really, really well. So let's go ahead and push this out. So what we're going to do is take this bottom off. Behind the camera, not so easy. There we go. So this is the bottom. And then basically what you're going to do is just going to push this down. And we're going to brew some coffee in it. Okay, make sure I got my seal done here, nice and tight. Sometimes when this goes back together wet, it's not always perfect, and trying to get it apart. So there's your little, like a cone. We've seen this more like in a pour-over style maybe, or like a coffee filter that looks like a cone style. So there you go. So then what we're going to do is, there's little grooves in this base here, so we're just going to put this back on and turn it, and now it's on there tight. So we're going to sit this in here like this. So then what we do is there's markings inside of here, so you don't even have to really have a measurement, because inside is a coffee fill line, which you probably can't see, and then a max fill water line. So you're going to get the same brew about every time, and you don't have to have a lot of measurements or anything to be done. Now mine did come with about a 2 serving. They do sell their own coffee. So this is a $3, well, this is $3 off coupon here on this one, but this is 2 servings from PalmPress. So if you stole my code, you probably saw it. Maybe you couldn't see it, I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and open this up. Now this is already ground, obviously. These aren't beans. So let me get this open. There we go. Do the sniff test here. Smells good. Okay, so let's go ahead, and what we're going to do is we're going to put coffee in here to the coffee line. So that's what I'm doing. There we go. Hopefully you can see down in there. I got coffee to the coffee line. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is take some hot water. So let's get to filling the water. So again, here you can see coffee in the bottom. I'm going to fill this, and I'm going to do it kind of like maybe a little bit of a pour over effect, where I'm just going to pour in a little bit of water. And if you're familiar with the pour over effect, coffee snobs, you let your coffee bloom a little bit, and that's kind of what you see it doing right here. You can see some bubbling going on. That's the coffee blooming. Not that you need to do it because you're gonna sit and like have this sit for about 3 minutes and steep, but I do think this adds a little bit to it if you let your coffee bloom for just a little bit, and then instead of going all in. Now, this is 200 degrees, and I'm pouring in about 8 ounces of water. Once I get to the max fill line here of water, which is right there, we've actually accounted for about 8 ounces. So it doesn't make a huge cup. So then we're going to screw the lid on, and what we're going to do is we're going to make sure these white lines line up to avoid getting burnt. There you go, you can see. And that's considered locked. So what we're going to let this do is sit for 3 minutes and steep, and then we're going to pour it into our glass here for coffee. And also this comes with a really nice manual, just FYI. It gives you all the instructions for all the parts, tearing it apart, putting it back together, cleaning it up, how to palm press. You get a lot of nice little instructions in here while this is doing it. Close, you know, we're right here. We're close and let brew. So we're on step 4. And then you get your cleaning care where you discard the grounds, you wash. Pretty easy peasy stuff. Additional recipes if you want iced coffee, you want cold brew, choosing your coffee, things to consider when buying the coffee, your roast date, your type, your flavor, your grind size. All that information is covered in the instruction manual, so your coffee snobs out there will have a little handy dandy instruction manual. So I'm going to pause the video as we let this steep. We're going to come back in 3 minutes, probably about 2 now, and put this over our cup and push the coffee out and do a sampling of our brew. We'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome back. So this has been steeping for 3 minutes or so. So let's go ahead and carefully line this up. Now, the wider your cup, the easier this is. This is going to be a little bit more of a challenge, especially behind the camera, so hopefully I don't spill anything. So let's go ahead. I'm actually going to do it like this, so I don't spill anything, instead of doing the flip. Lining it up here. Looks like we got a pretty good pour. So now we're just going to start pushing this down like you would a French press. Okay. Looks pretty good. See if I got anything else I can push out. There we go. A little more. A little more. And then a little bit of air. And we have brewed, hopefully, a perfect cup of coffee. Let's give it a taste. Smell test is awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah. That is good coffee, guys. So, if you're boondocking or traveling, don't cheat yourself out of a good cup of coffee. You can still have it right here. And how difficult is this to clean? Well, right now it's super hot, and no one ever likes to see like the dirty coffee ground leftovers and stuff, but basically you open this up, you dump the grounds, you rinse. It's that easy. There's no filters, anything like that to mess around with. It cleans up super easy. In worst case, if you have to, just pull this gasket and take this filter out and rinse it and put it right back in. Super, super easy. Kind of like if you're familiar with an AeroPress, you know, you eject the filter, or actually it has a little filter in it, and eject the grounds. This no filter, just eject the grounds and then rinse, and you're done. And again, you got a good cup of coffee as the reward. Check the show notes for a link for the PalmPress. I'll have one in there for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And as always, guys, thanks for watching and have a good one.